Hi guys, Wen here, Vaping Wen, and today I'm here for a quick video to talk about a interesting product which I recently received all the way from Poland, and this is from a modder called White Owl Mods. White Owl Mods is run by a modder who has been in the game for quite a while now. Let's just pull up his name here so I don't pronounce it wrongly. It's Mariusz Wojtecki. I'm sorry, Mariusz, if I'm saying that wrong. But basically, Mariusz used to work with the Continental Mods team, and he has now left and is running White Owl Mods together with his wife. Basically, this is the first product from White Owl Mods, and this is the White Owl Mods Acrylic Drip Tip. And what makes this interesting to me is that it comes with a couple of features which other sort of similarly ranged drip tips don't have. Now, this is the White Owl Mods drip tip. This is a drip tip by MVS, which is a local modder in Malaysia. This is also a drip tip by MVS, and this is a drip tip by Black Rose. Yeah. The reason I'm putting these together side by side is so I can better demonstrate some of the features that the White Owl Mods drip tip comes with, and I will be doing that right about now. First things first, let's talk about the material. The White Owl Mods drip tip is made out of acrylic resin, and it comes with a 304 stainless steel sort of center tube section here, right? Double O-rings and a standard 510 size. The great thing about acrylic is that it doesn't get hot when you're vaping on it, so that's always good. Great for all you sub-ohmers out there, or even for Jenny users. I know some certain Jennies get really hot with the temperature. So having an acrylic drip tip is always nice. Yeah. One interesting thing about this drip tip is that it also comes with, or rather my unit came shipped with an additional sort of brown color sleeve. And this is brown because I use a lot of natural wood mods, so I specifically asked for something in brown. Yeah, so you have a brown sleeve here and a black sleeve here. Now, how do these sleeves work, you might be asking? So let me show you. One of the unique features about these drip tips is that the core tube is actually threaded. So you hold on to it and you turn the acrylic section like so, and you will reveal very nice threading inside. Yep, here it's all threaded, and the insides of the drip tips are threaded as well. This is very similar to what a Black Rose drip tip looks like inside, except the Black Rose drip tip, the wood part is held onto the tube by glue. This is the same as the Continental drip tips before, Continental Mod drip tips. A stainless steel tube which holds the acrylic by glue. Now, one of the problems that we had with those drip tips, even with the Black Rose drip tip sometimes, is that when you have the drip tip attached to your atomizer, and if you pull the acrylic part or the wood part, you could pull off the whole sleeve and leave the base inside the atomizer. That has happened to me on my Continental Mod drip tips. It has happened to me on my Black Rose drip tip as well. But it definitely won't happen on the White Owl Mods drip tip, again because there is the threading there, right? So I'm going to put this down and thread this one on. So very quickly I've changed the look of the drip tip, and it is now suitable for a wood body mod. For example, I have a G-Prof here, so it would look pretty decent on my G-Prof box. The color is somewhat matching, although not a perfect match. It is quite similar, whereby something like this one, the black sleeve, would work better on something like my Quadra, which is also black. Yep. Now, the modder, he sells these in sets, or rather he sells one set comes with a sleeve and a inner tube, and he's planning to make a whole lot of these acrylic sleeves. Of course, you know, acrylic sleeves come in all sorts of patterns and colors. I'm not sure if he has solid colors yet, but I know a lot of them are patterns like this, which do complement Stepwood mods, hybrid mods pretty well. Yeah. But that's not all. He's not only making them from acrylic, he's also making them, or plans to make them, from a lot of different materials, such as makume. We all know makume is beautiful. Damascus steel, and Damascus is also beautiful. I'm not too sure how well Damascus will work on a drip tip, since the iron content may eventually cause the Damascus drip tip to start to rust when it comes in contact with liquid. He's also listed out true stone as a material he wants to work with. Now, all these drip tips, definitely the metal sleeve, it is CNC made. It would be possible to make something like this on a hand lathe. And when I say something like this, I mean something with these really fine threads. The threads are so fine and so buttery that none of these sleeves have any problems threading in. Really effortless threading. And of course, a really good grip between the sleeve and the actual tube, right? But my only gripe with it so far is that these O-rings are a bit small. Yeah. For example, I have a Shorty V2 here. Yep. Very standard 510. Let's get that in the center. Yep. And when I put this in, it fits really well. I actually really like the look of that, but the O-ring is really a bit too small. Yeah, it comes off really easily. If I just let it go, shake it a bit, it holds, but if you put it in your pocket, it might come off. For the sake of comparison, I also have a Next Tiny here. Yeah, let's put that in. Also very loose. Almost no effort to get the drip tip out from the 510. I have a Inex. This is MK2. Also same problem, very loose. I really wish that the O-rings were, I don't know, maybe 0.5 millimeter thicker, and that would really make it much more snug and tight fit. Lastly, I have a Typhoon GSL here, and we're gonna try that as well. Again, very loose. Yeah. You see, even if I hold it that way, the entire atomizer comes off. For comparison's sake, here is the Black Rose drip tip, and you can see a much thicker single O-ring here. Yeah, that goes in nice. Doesn't come off. Takes a fair bit of pull to get it out. Again, on the Shorty, you have a nice solid click and a bit of effort to pull it out. For this drip tip by MVS, again you see a thicker O-ring here, single O-ring again, and that really makes it more snug. You get a nice click when you put your drip tip in. Yeah. Back to the white owl mods. There's no click, unfortunately. And it is a bit loose. So one minor criticism, if anything, I would really like to see these O-rings just tweaked a bit, little thicker, and I think we have a winner. Now again, these drip tips, let's talk about the bore, because bores are very important on drip tips. Bores determine how well the vapor flows, and of course it will give you a different vape with different bore sizes. Excuse me. Putting them side by side, they won't all fit here, but let's put this side by side, this first. The bore on the white owl mods is definitely much bigger than the one on the MVS. Yep. The overall size as well, diameter wise, it is a touch bigger than this one. And the same goes for comparing it with the Black Rose drip tip. Yep, the Black Rose drip tip is sort of a medium bore. This is a wide bore. In terms of length, pretty similar. And in terms of this Shorty acrylic drip tip, yep, size wise maybe 1 millimeter higher. In terms of bore, again much bigger. Excuse me. Right, so there you have it, a quick sort of review on the white owl mods drip tip. In my opinion, they are very well made, very well machined. The acrylic They look beautiful. The only problem is that the O-rings are a bit too small for my liking. I wish they were just a touch bigger and they would be perfect in my book. These drip tips, they retail at $30 per piece. A piece would be that, a metal sleeve and an acrylic sleeve of your choosing. Of course, you can buy optional sleeves like the one that I have here. In the future, optional sleeves from different materials, again like Mokume, Damascus or True Stone. But here's a little tip. If you want to get them a tad cheaper, please do join the White Owl Mod sales group, and you could get a couple of dollars off. Again, the RRP is $30 US, but if you are a member of the White Owl Mod sales group, you can get them for $24. So why not save a few dollars, right? Okay, well, last word, thanks Marius for sending these over for me to try. I really do enjoy them. I'm using them actually daily on my dripper setup on my squonker. So I'm enjoying that a lot. I find that the bore size are perfect. The material is great because it doesn't get hot, and it really does deliver the vapor that I want to get from my dripper, right? Okay, so till then, this is me, Vaping One, signing off. I'll see you again.